Well, back now to the Javante Higgins trial. So far today, opening statements from attorneys and testimony from one of the first officers to see David and Vivian Bauman dead in their Kentwood home more than 14 months ago now. 24-hour News 8's Leon Hendricks just stepped out of the courthouse a few minutes ago to fill us in on what's happening there. Leon, what can you tell us?
Sue, good afternoon. As I left the courtroom, there was an officer on the stand, one of the people who was on scene processing and looking to find evidence there. They found the bodies of David and Vivian Bauman in their Kentwood home. And as they showed some of those pictures, the family of David and Vivian Bauman, who'd been in court for the process here, stepped out. They obviously didn't want to see some of the more graphic images that they were showing to the jury there. But the day started with opening statements from both the prosecution and defense, both of them, of course, telling the jury that they'll come to a different conclusion. The prosecutor laying out his case and talking about the evidence that he will show the jury to show them that Javante Higgins committed the murder of David and Vivian Bauman last January. But he also told the jury flat out what they won't see, that they won't see DNA evidence or fingerprint evidence linking Javante Higgins to that scene, that a lot of what they'll be relying on is that circumstantial evidence, the testimony from witnesses who saw Javante Higgins after this transpired and will testify to his behavior that prosecutors think will link him to the murder. The defense, though, of course, they fire back, saying that there's going to be some inconsistencies here, enough inconsistencies to constitute reasonable doubt, and they're, of course, asking for a not guilty verdict. Listen to some of these opening statements here.
He did this crime. We're going to ask that the conclusion of proofs after all this trial, and you listen, that you hold him accountable, because that's exactly what he did. He murdered them. He broke into their home. He used a gun. Find him guilty of what he is charged with.
This is like a chain. Like a necklace that many of you are wearing, like the necklace on my neck. This is like a chain. Every link must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, ladies and gentlemen. If the link in that chain is weak or is broken, then reasonable doubt exists. We are confident, after you've heard this case in totality, that you will find my client not guilty.
Now, right after those opening statements took place, we got right into witnesses who discovered this thing, really starting from the beginning here. Of course, this whole situation was discovered because someone found the Bauman's car burning at that apartment in Wyoming. So we heard from witnesses who saw that, who called police, and really got the ball rolling on this investigation. And then, of course, we're at the point now when the police got to that home and made the grisly discovery, that couple in their 80s found dead there. We're continuing to cover what's happening in court. This trial is expected to last several days. We know that among the witnesses that will testify will be Javante Higgins' own mother, to talk about what she saw in his behavior and what he was doing in the time surrounding the Bauman's death. We are going to head back up to the courtroom. We'll have a full wrap tonight at 24-hour News 8 at 5 and 6. Reporting live downtown, Leon Hendricks. Right now, back to you, Sue.